Welcome to Chakra International. I am Nilamardana speaking. This is one part of the program of Indian agriculture, and the hard copy is different from the audio because we want to put more information in very limited time. So Indian agriculture, 43%, 40 to 43% people depends on Indian agriculture. It provides around 20% to GDP, contribution 20% to GDP, and there are different type of agriculture: intensive, extensive. Intensive means it depends on the area. Intensive is limited area, extensive more area, and mechanized farming. But intensive crop yield is more, extensive crop yield is less. Generally, USA, these people want for extensive farming. Plantation farming exists where single cash crop is grown for the sale. Mixed farming, both the crops are rearing animals. Substitute farming, what happens in India, where the more people employed in the agriculture, but the actual requirement is less. That is called disguised employment. Then commercial farming, where agriculture made for the only for sale in the market. In substitution farming, people produce only for their own survival. In substitution farming, people produce for own survival. Very less land is available, but in commercial farming, people production is based on for the sale in the market. Green revolution, it is by increased food grain production. White revolution, milk production. Yellow revolution, poultry production. Pink revolution, it is apples production. Blue revolution, it is the increased output from the blue water, that means sea, that is fresh water and marine fish like this. Silent feature in Indian agriculture: subsistence agriculture, and pressure for population agriculture, modernization, mechanization farming, dependence upon monsoon, variety of crops, predominance of fruit crops, and seasonal variation. One thing, we are in India is now opting for the drip. India is drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation. The drip irrigation, the advantage is what is the advantage? The drip irrigation yield. I am just telling. Suppose lady's finger, yield will increase 16%, water saving 40%. Brinjal 14% yield increase, water saving 53%. Sugarcane 133% yield increase, but water savings 49%. Then onion 53.8% yield increase, water saving 46%. Potato that is 79.3% water increase, yield increase, 54% this water saving. But for the drip irrigation, the sprinkler irrigation, here Bajra the water saving 56% and yield increase 19%. Bhendi 28% water saving, yield increase 23%. Cauliflower water yield saving 35%, yield increase 12%. Garlic yield increase 6%, water saving 28%. Gram water saving 69%, yield increase 57%. Onion yield increase 33%, water saving 33%, yield increase 23%. Just compare one thing: onion before water mentioned before the sprinkler irrigation. Now the onion in sprinkler irrigation yield increase is 53.8% compared to surface irrigation. Yield increase 53.8% compared to surface irrigation. But in for the drip irrigation, same in drip irrigation, the yield increase is 23%, and the water saving 33%. From here you can easily understand drip irrigation, the water saving potential more for the certain crops. Then what are the factors we go for the production in the selection of crops? One is climatic factors, soil conservation, water, cropping patterns, expected profit and return, economic condition of the farmers. Market policy and schemes, public and private extension influence, availability of required agricultural imports including the agricultural credit, and post-harvest storage and processing. These are the basis. On this basis, people select the what type of product, what type of crop or we have to go produce. Now, what is the type of irrigation we need? Because India is very dependent on monsoon. Only around 70% monsoon received in July to September. Balance 10% around the northeast are ready to virtually in Tamil Nadu coast and 10%. So monsoon is very erratic also. So this drip and surface irrigation can solve the food problem of India. Thank you. If you like it, please subscribe, put a bell. Thank you.